What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL. Shout out to the DFS squad. Shout out to everybody watching this video right now. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Welcome back once again. Today's video, we are going to cover the Npb, which is Japanese Baseball League, which is literally talent-wise one level below the major leagues pretty much. So we got some good players in this league. All right. Now I've done a video before, so you guys know how I do it. I'm gonna do like a core four for MPB, and then leave you guys on your own to go have fun and do your thing. Greenlightdfs.com. Join the squad if you want for the lines. We do have a combo pack at GreenlightDFS where you get the Japanese baseball and the KBO each night. You can do both and save some money getting both of them. So, all right, let's go ahead and get straight into this now. Real quick too, KBO. My interest in KBO is the same as it was in yesterday's video, seeing the games got rained out yesterday. I have the same interest in the slate today as I did yesterday. So if you want to go rewatch that video, those are the same guys I like for the slate today. All right? Now, let's go ahead and get straight into this. First guy that I want to talk about is Rick Vanden Herc, okay? First of all, he's super expensive, okay? He's super expensive, but he's on one of my favorite teams. Okay, the Hawks are one of my favorite offenses. Well, is my favorite offense that I want to target today. Rick Vanden Herc last year averaged over 23. Well, obviously we didn't have DraftKings points, but fantasy points wise, the dude is going to put up a ton of points. Okay, he has over a 33 point something K rate. Like over a 33% K rate last season. This dude is an absolute monster. That's the reason he's $2,000 more than Drew Verhagen, who, if you remember, played for the Detroit Tigers. Okay? Vanden Herc is a guy that probably should be in the major leagues with that type of strikeout rate. Over 33% K rate, a 0.88 whip, only a 3.12 ERA. The dude is an absolute monster. I'm expecting him to rack up a ton of Ks here in this one, going against a Lions squad, which is the initials SAI. All right. A Lions team that strikes out over 18% of the time, which if you've been playing Japanese baseball, when it comes to strikeout rates, these guys about like a 20% K rate is like the highest. Okay, and then you go down from there. So 18 is not that bad. So I think Vanden Herc is going to really rack up the case. I think he's a great option, especially if you're able to get. This is the guy I will go if you're able to find some really solid cheap bats that you are very comfortable with batting at the top of the order when lineups come out. All right. Another guy that you can go with if you want to save some money is Shiomi. All right, Shiomi is in a fantastic spot here for the Eagles. He is going against the Fighters, which is HOK. He's going against the Fighters team that strikes out over 19% of the time, only has a team ISO of 127, only bats a 189 WOBA. This dude also had a almost a 24% K rate last season. Okay? He is a very, very consistent, solid pitcher, only has a 1 whip. Okay, which is just a little bit higher than Vanden Herc. He is a really, really solid pitcher. He's slightly higher ERA than Vanden Herc as well at a 3.16. That K rate is really all you're paying for when it comes to Vanden Herc, which that K rate for Vanden Herc also gets you that huge upside. You know, Ks are king. So, I mean, Vanden Herc gives you the most upside, but if you want to save some money to be able to get plenty more bats, Shiomi would be the way that I would say to go. All right, so for right now, I'm going to go Shiomi in this. But like I said, if you have plenty of cheap VATs, Vanden Herc will be the guy that I will recommend you guys go with. Because when a guy has over a 33% K rate, that is ridiculous. And that is by far, that is 10 points higher than the next best, which is Shiomi on this slate. All right, so he's a fantastic option if you're able to get some solid value. Now, speaking of value, let me go ahead and hit you one right now. His name is Yuya Hasegawa. All right, let me go ahead and put him in here. Hasegawa. My boy Hasegawa was only 3.9, which is really, really cheap if you've been playing this. Okay, it's really, really solid price for him. Hasegawa is projected to bat about 5th in this offense, and like I said, this Hawks offense, which is the FUK abbreviation, this Hawks offense is the offense that I am most interested in, and Hasegawa gets you exposure to that at only 3.9, has a lefty-righty matchup against Honda, who is the pitcher on the other side. He has a 239 ISO versus right-handed pitching and a 396 WOBA, as well as striking out in little 13% of the time, which is very good. That is really, really solid. He does not strike out much. He gets on base pretty well. I mean, he is a solid, solid contributor. He's got the lefty-righty split. Batting 5th, projected batting around 5th. I really like Hasegawa when it comes to this matchup, okay? And guys like Hasegawa, once again, might give you that possibility of getting that big dog over 33. I mean, I'm just going to call him 33% K rate. That's what I'm going to call him. Okay, 33% Herc. Vanden Herc 33. There we go. There we go. Vanden Herc 33. That is the guy that you want to go if we get plenty of value. But next up, all right, he's not much of a value, but once again, he's on my Hawk squad, Yanagita. All right, Yuki Yanagita. He gets you a very, very solid bat for the best offense, in my opinion, tonight. Batting 3rd in this offense. Yanagita has a 291 ISO versus right-handed pitching, a 456 WOBA versus righties, a 1.057 OPS. The dude is just solid. Now, he doesn't hit like a ton of home runs, okay? He only hit 7 home runs last season, but he hits the ball hard and he gets on base, okay? Plain and simple, all right? On top of that, Honda, another great thing. Honda gives up, he's like the 2nd highest on the slate when it comes to home runs allowed, okay? When it comes to home runs allowed, he is the 2nd highest on the slate, which, by the way, leads me into talking about my sneaky GPP stack of the night. Now, my favorite overall stack is the Hawks, all right, FUK. All right, the Hawks is my #1 favorite stack. When it comes to my favorite GPP stack, it is the Tigers, HAN. I'm just going to call them the Han Tigers. There you go. The Tigers are my GPP stack that I think could go absolutely nuts. They're going against a pitcher in Hirotashi Takanashi, wow, who has a decent K rate of almost 23%. But he also gives up almost a 300 batting average, 281 on average. He has a 1.590 whip, which is really, really bad, meaning guys just get on base pretty easily against him. And the biggest problem with him is he gives up 1.5 home runs per 9 innings, okay, which is the highest on this slate. He gives up the most home runs on this slate, and it's right above the guy who the Hawks are going against, okay? So when it comes to potential here, if these Tigers, now this Tigers offense isn't amazing all around, okay? But if a few of these guys with some solid numbers can get some home runs here and they can get something flowing, then it will be a big day for them, all right? Now, options that we have for this offense, like I said, I mean, the offense is not great in general, which is probably going to keep people off of them. But the guys that I would recommend going with in this offense is going to be, let me go ahead and, we've played this dude before. He hasn't done much so far this year, but, you ready for this? Justin Bour. Now, this dude has been atrocious so far. His highest production is 3. All right? He has been horrible. Okay, so in no way am I saying Bour has been just lights out, blah, blah, blah. But listen, the dude made it to the major leagues. All right, plain and simple. He made it to the major leagues. We know that he can hit with a ton of power. This dude is a home run hitter. The problem with him has always been is he strikes out a lot. And if he's not hitting a home run, most likely he's probably not going to get on base. But the thing has always been with him is that he is a double dong type of hitter. So far this year, he has not done much, which just really resonates for me and really makes me love him even more. Bour in GPP, like I said, guys, the Tigers, and their name is Hanshin Tigers. The Hanshin Tigers are my favorite GPP stack of the night because I do not expect much ownership at all. They're going against a pitcher that gives up the most hard contact on the slate, the most home runs per 9. and we get an exposure to a guy that we have played in MLB DFS before. We have played Justin Bour before because he was solid price and he could hit home runs. And that's the same situation here. This is a guy that if this Tigers offense is able to go off like I'm predicting is possible, and he's got the lefty-righty split, this is the spot for him to blow up. That's all I'm saying. This is the spot, and I want you guys to know that, and I want to make sure I tell you guys that, and that's it. All right, Xiaomi or 33 Vanden Herc 33 or 33% Vanden Herc, whatever I named his name. Okay, Vanden Herc or Xiaomi. Now let me see something real quick. If I take Xiaomi out and I put Vanden Herc in, that leaves us an average of almost 6,500. So you can do that fine. So we'll go ahead and just leave it like that then, because at the end of the day, Vanden Herc is the guy I would prefer. Okay, that is the guy I'm going to be trying my hardest to get in. And right now, after having the core 4 in, we still almost have 6,500 remaining on average, which is plenty of money. And so Vanden Herc is going to be my guy. So Vanden Herc, Justin Bour, Hasegawa, and Yanagita is the core 4. All right, last thing. I will repeat it last time. The Hawks are my favorite stack on this slate. Okay, cash or GPP, don't care. Okay, I'm going to get them in whatever. Okay, Hawks are my number 1 stack, followed behind by the Tigers in GPP. I love the Tigers in GPP. Now, if cash games, I don't know, because this offense has not been very good. Okay, like I said, Justin Bour's highest production this year so far is 3. Okay, but I'm just saying, talent-wise and what we know of Bour, we know he's a power hitter. We know when he has those lefty-righty matchups that he can dominate, and I'm just predicting it to be this game because he happens to be going against the slate's worst pitcher when it comes to home runs allowed. The dude gives up a ton of hard contact, a high WOBA, high ISO. It's just a great spot for Bour to really shine and have a big game here. All right? And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I hope I was able to, give you guys enough information to really get you going. GreenlightDFS.com if you want to join the squad for both of these baseball contests, the KBO and the NPB. Let's go ahead and get it. GreenlightDFS.com. I'm out. Peace.